So if you're about to pre-order GTA 6, I want you to just stop for a few minutes because I have thoughts and that doesn't happen often. Now, I am not here to tell you that Rockstar are evil. I am a massive Rockstar fan. I'm pretty sure I've played every single Rockstar game, including all of the GTAs. The original Manhunt is still one of my favourite games. Red Dead 2 is a masterpiece. I even played Rockstar Table Tennis on the Wii. So I am an absolutely huge Rockstar fan, huge GTA fan, and I can't wait to play this game. But looking at what's included in the standard and the ultimate editions and the pre-order bonuses, and there are a few things that I just think it's worth talking about. Now, I was there with card in hand, considering placing that pre-order. But then I looked into what the actual editions give you. So in the UK, these editions are going to cost £70 for the standard edition and £90 for the ultimate, which, to be fair, that's pretty much on the money for a AAA game in the UK. Not overly expensive on the ultimate. But what are you actually getting? Because really, on paper, the ultimate edition should be much better. Now, the sort of stuff that you get, the difference between the two, fits into a few different categories. So there's all the normal stuff. I won't go through it. Plenty of other people have gone through all of it. Yes, there are some cars which you could save up and buy anyway. There are some clothes, most of which you could save up and buy anyway. Weapons, again, all of these, none of that really matters to me. I'm happy to play the game. I don't want to be gifted this stuff. I don't want to buy this stuff. I'd rather earn it through playing the game because that's what I enjoy. I enjoy the worlds they create and I like being in those worlds. So to me, the thought of buying something in the world seems a little odd, but that's just the way I play it and not everyone views it in the same way. What got me slightly worried was the inclusion of what appear to be either extra businesses or gang hideouts that have some sort of function within the game, because this is where it starts to feel like pay to win. And I'm talking about One-Eyed Willie's Ride Out Customs. There are also references to a couple of specific activities or missions that you can do within the Ultimate Edition. And again, hiding actual gameplay behind a paywall is something I'm not entirely comfortable with. Cosmetics, I think, do that all day long, because for the people that care about that, and if you're one of those people, if you care about that stuff, then the pre-order bonuses are probably perfect for you, and the Ultimate Edition is probably perfect for you. But what I don't like is how unclear a lot of this is. So, as far as I can see it, there are two possibilities. Option one is that these additional businesses are genuinely useful. That is pay to win, because you are paying for a way to progress through the game much more quickly, rather than paying for cosmetics and preferences and, you know, cutting a little bit of time out of some of the grindier parts of the game. That would make it 100% pay to win. And option two is that these businesses don't matter, that the missions they have are so few and so irrelevant that they don't actually contribute anything to the gameplay, in which case, what are the Ultimate Edition buyers actually paying for? So I don't understand. They're either meaningful and it's pay to win, or they're filler and the Ultimate Edition buyers are getting ripped off, and neither option feels brilliant. And I don't think there was any doubt that there was always going to be a standard and Ultimate Edition. That's absolutely fine. But the other thing that I haven't seen mentioned in any videos apart from the one by Deadman Down Under, and to be fair, his video is so good I nearly didn't do mine because he covers a lot of the really good points. But one of the other things is that these bonuses are story mode only. And what type of player are you? Are you someone who's going to go through, finish story mode once, and then go straight into online and spend the rest of your time in online? Because if that's the case, these bonuses aren't giving you anything at the moment. They're giving you a few things that you might use maybe in story mode once. And for me, I will definitely do all of story mode. Maybe I might do it twice, you know, with a decent, you know, gap. I would probably want a gap of at least a couple of years before replaying something. But yeah, I'll definitely do it. But I certainly won't miss those extras. Because if you're anything like me, I think the majority of GTA players, I'm not saying all, there are lots of different people, everyone plays in different ways, and that's all cool. But the majority of players buy the game either rush story mode or just complete story mode and enjoy it, and then spend years in online. So if that's you, just like me, these bonuses are kind of worthless. So that leads you to the question, why would you pre-order? Now, a friend of mine summed it up in a way that made me laugh. He said, you don't pay a crackhead in advance. Now, I know he's joking, but the point is actually quite interesting. Rockstar then have your money. You've removed all the pressure. That's probably happened already. With the pre-orders that they've taken, I've heard figures of 2 and 3 billion. So they've probably paid for the development already. But you've removed all the pressure. So why not just wait? Watch the reviews. Watch some gameplay when early release gameplay gets released. See whether the businesses are worthwhile. And then decide. So obviously, as I've said before, I absolutely love Rockstar games. Absolutely nobody builds worlds like they do. It's the attention to detail across everything. They do it every time, and they always knock it out of the park. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that GTA 6 will be anything other than absolutely incredible. But loving a developer, or loving what a developer does, doesn't mean we should not ask questions when they start to do things that I'm a little bit uncomfortable with. So, in summary, yeah, you can bet your ass I'll be buying GTA 6 on day one. And if you want to pre-order it, I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm saying what you should do is you should look at how you play. You look at the way you play and look at the specific bonuses that you're going to get. Do they actually mean anything to you? Because for me, they absolutely have not justified me taking that £70 or £90 out of my bank account now. And at this point, until I learn a little bit more about it, I'm still not even sure whether I'm going standard or ultimate edition. I'm not 100% sold on the ultimate edition yet, so there's a good chance I'm just going to go standard. But I think before I make that decision, I really need to see some information about what online mode is going to look like for GTA 6, because they've been a little bit quiet about that. So it would be really nice to get an update on that. So yeah, different type of video for me, my first ever GTA 6 video. I've avoided them because so many people put out so much about this, and I just didn't want to contribute to the hype, but now we actually have something to work with, and obviously I am going to be buying this game and reviewing the cars in this game and doing all the stuff that I used to do in this game, but I just wanted to wait until I had something more concrete to work with. So I hope you're all keeping well, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.